Welcome back to my channel Dinar and Dong Updates. The stunning rise of the 25,000 Iraqi dinar note. What it means and what comes next. For years, the Iraqi dinar was viewed as a long-shot investment, a bet on a future that always seemed just out of reach. But now, things have changed. The once dismissed 25,000 IQD banknote is making headlines, and for good reason. It's reportedly trading above $3 per 1,000 dinars, making a single 25,000 note potentially worth $75 or more. That's not just growth. That's a financial breakout, and it's turning heads all around the world. So what's behind this unexpected surge? Is it sustainable? And what should you do if you've been holding on to those notes, waiting for the right moment? Let's explore what's really happening with the Iraqi dinar, why the 25,000 denomination is at the center of it all, and how you can make informed decisions as this story unfolds. Why is the 25,000 Iraqi dinar note suddenly so valuable? The buzz surrounding the 25,000 dinar note stems from a combination of economic reform, monetary policy shifts, and increasing global attention on Iraq's financial stability. For years, many investors held onto IQD notes in the hope that Iraq's economy would recover, and that its currency would eventually rise in value. Now, thanks to a combination of policy changes, global trade developments, and a renewed push by Iraq's central bank, that moment may finally be arriving. Investors who purchased these notes years ago for around $20 to $25 are now finding that their holdings are worth 3 times as much, or even more, depending on where and how they exchange them. The result? A wave of interest, speculation, and for many, long-awaited payoff. The key drivers behind the dinar's unexpected jump. So what exactly triggered this value explosion? There are several key factors at play. 1. Redenomination versus revaluation. One of the most common confusions in the currency world is the difference between redenomination and revaluation. A redenomination is more of a structural change. It involves removing zeros from the currency to simplify accounting and everyday use. But what's happening now with the Iraqi dinar is a revaluation, a real increase in the exchange rate of the currency relative to others. The value of the IQD in global currency markets has increased significantly, and that's driving both excitement and action. 2. Iraq's economic progress. Iraq's economy has been slowly but steadily improving. Oil exports, which form the backbone of the country's GDP, have increased. Foreign reserves are rising. International trade agreements are bringing in outside investment, and Iraq's financial sector is being modernized with new regulations and digital banking initiatives. 3. Central bank initiatives. The Central Bank of Iraq has been taking active steps to strengthen the dinar. These include better currency management, tighter controls on money supply, and transparency measures that are winning praise from international financial institutions. Together, these developments have created the perfect environment for the dinar to rise in value, and for investors to finally see returns. Why the 25,000 note stands out. Of all the Iraqi dinar denominations, the 25,000 note has attracted the most attention, and for good reason. It's the most commonly held denomination outside of Iraq. Investors, collectors, and currency speculators alike favored it due to its relatively high face value and ease of storage. In a sense, the 25,000 note became the symbol of the dinar dream. Now, as its value rises, that symbol is turning into a reality for many. When the value of this note climbs, it sends a strong signal about the health of the currency overall, and that's why all eyes are on it now. Real stories of profit and payoff. Across social media and financial forums, holders of Iraqi dinar are beginning to share their stories. Some bought bundles of 25,000 notes a decade or more ago, driven by hope, speculation, or advice from friends. Today, those bundles are worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars more than they once were. Take, for example, the investor who recently exchanged 525,000 notes and walked away with over 350 USD. That's a return of more than 200%, and it's just one of many similar reports emerging. Others are seeing the dinar finally attract bulk buyers, dealers and collectors willing to pay premium rates in anticipation of even higher future values. What was once written off by many as a failed investment is now producing real gains for those who stayed patient. The dark side. Scams on the rise. Of course, whenever there's a rush of excitement in financial markets, scams are never far behind. With the dinar's value rising and demand increasing, some fraudsters are trying to cash in on uninformed buyers and sellers. Here are a few red flags to watch out for. Promises of special exchange rates that are well above market value. Unlicensed dealers offering fast cash or exclusive opportunities. Requests for wire transfers or crypto payments before any currency is delivered. Fake websites mimicking real currency exchanges. To stay safe, always work with certified dealers, recognized financial institutions, or official currency exchange platforms. If a deal sounds too good to be true, it probably is. The last thing you want is to lose your valuable notes just as they start to deliver real profits. What are the banks saying? Many banks around the world, and especially in the US, have been quiet about the dinar for years. But now, that seems to be changing. While not all financial institutions have publicly updated their IQD policies, internal communications and reports from customers suggest that some banks are beginning to process small exchanges, or at least preparing to do so. This could signal a broader shift. If banks reintroduce full support for IQD exchanges, it could open up massive new opportunities for dinar holders who have been waiting on the sidelines. What should you do now? If you're holding on to 25,000 dinar notes, or thinking about acquiring some, here are a few practical steps you should consider. 1. Take stock of your holdings. Count your notes and record their condition and serial numbers. These details can be important when exchanging them. 2. Track the exchange rate daily. Use reliable financial platforms to monitor the real-time value of the IQD. Rates can fluctuate quickly, and staying informed is key. 3. Find reputable exchange options, research banks, currency dealers, and licensed online platforms that handle Iraqi dinars. Contact them to ask about their exchange policies, fees, and procedures. 4. Make a plan. Decide whether you want to cash in now or hold out for potential future growth. Some experts believe this is just the beginning, but no investment is guaranteed. Your decision should reflect your goals, your risk tolerance, and your financial situation. 5. Consult a financial advisor. If you're unsure about how to move forward, talk to a certified financial advisor who understands foreign currency and international investing. What's next for the Iraqi dinar? While the current surge in IQD value is certainly exciting, many believe the best could be yet to come. If Iraq continues to make progress, politically, economically, and financially, the dinar could gain even more ground. Some projections suggest it could eventually reach $5 per 25,000 note, or even higher if international confidence continues to grow. Of course, there are risks. Iraq still faces challenges, including political instability, unemployment, corruption, and government inefficiency. However, there's also real momentum toward reform. The introduction of digital banking tools, foreign investment protections, and global trade partnerships are all helping to strengthen the country's economic foundation. If this trajectory holds, the Iraqi dinar could become one of the most remarkable turnaround stories in modern currency history. Global impacts of a stronger dinar. The implications of a stronger IQD extend far beyond Iraq's borders. As the country regains its financial footing, it opens up new possibilities for regional trade, infrastructure development, and global investment. A rising dinar also sends a powerful message to the world that recovery is possible, even after years of war, sanctions, and hardship. Iraq could become a case study in how smart fiscal strategy and global cooperation can rebuild an economy from the ground up. Final thoughts. Opportunity knocks. If you've been holding on to 25,000 Iraqi dinar notes, the time to pay attention is now. What once seemed like a far-off dream is suddenly real. Whether you decide to sell, hold, or acquire more, make sure you base your decisions on facts, not rumors. This moment could represent a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. But as with any investment, it pays to be cautious, well-informed, and strategic. Your next move: 1. Stay informed. Follow credible financial news and updates on Iraq's economy. 2. Engage, talk to other dinar holders, currency professionals, and financial experts. 3. Be ready. The window of opportunity might not stay open forever. Conclusion. The 25,000 Iraqi dinar note has gone from overlooked to overperforming. If the current trends hold, we may only be seeing the beginning of this currency's climb. For those who believed in the dinar from the start, it's a moment of vindication. For others, it might be the perfect time to learn, act, and potentially profit. Whatever your stance, one thing is clear. This is not just a headline. It's a shift in the global financial conversation, and it might just be your opportunity to turn patience into prosperity.